What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys today because we got purple yellow to talk about. Yeah, Mastemon is making her appearance once again. And she's got a couple of new friends with her because I'm playing a very solid yellow purple deck that's on a budget. I just want to mention that now. It's on a budget. You guys know I like to play a lot of my card games on budget unless the really good cards start getting reprinted. Which in terms of Digimon, it's not happening in a long period of time. So if you're looking for this deck to play, what is that, Holy Angemon? Or as we call him in translation, Magna Angemon. And Lusamon Chaos Mode. Please don't expect either of them to be in the deck because they are not. As well as some other Digimon that are going to be in the deck because you're like, oh, isn't that version? Yeah, no. Card prices go up. Some things just are not affordable, and maybe sometimes some things I just like to play because they're actually a lot better. But that is just my opinion. I'm also trying out a new screen recorder to show off my deck. Yeah, I'm streaming. We're looking at it on my phone, but we're actually looking at it through Erin webcam. And it was just something I want to try out for maybe some future some things in the future. Play around with. So, yeah, with that pretty much said and done, we'll go ahead and we take a look at my purple yellow deck. So, we're going to start off with the Digitama because I don't know why I moved them over. We got 4 copies of Miramon with the 1 copy of the Demi-Miramon. Then, let's move on to the main setup. For our dual comers, for our dual colors, purple and yellows, we have 2 copies of Mastemon, 2 copies of Ordinamon, 2 copies of Ophanimon Fall Down Mode, and 2 copies of Riguelmon. Then we have the 4 copies of Tailmon and 4 copies of Makomon. Alright, so that's our dual colors for purple and yellow in terms of the Digimon. Then we move on to our pure purple Digimon. 4 copies of Lady Devimon with 4 copies of Tsukaimon. 2 copies of Electmon, 2 copies of Digimon, and 2 copies of Psychmon. Alright, there we go. Then, moving on from them, we're going to take a look at my pure yellows, and unfortunately it's only 2 Digimon of that. 4 copies of Angelomon and 4 copies of Salamon. Alright, then moving on from them, we're going to take a look at my option cards. 2 copies of Chaos Degrade and 2 copies of Hellflame Fight. And then from there, we move over to my Tamers. 4 copies of Mako and 4 copies of Kari. So there we go. That is yellow and purple, the deck itself, and why don't we go ahead and go into our explanation. So, for this deck, you can use any combination of these Digitama, but I'm using Demi-Miramon and I'm using Miramon. Miramon, when attacking, if you have a yellow Digimon in play, you may draw 1 card and then discard 1 card to your trash. Then the Demi-Miramon on deletion, trigger, draw 1 card, then trash 1 card from your hand. So basically draw 1, discard 1. You can use any combination of these Digimon. Just for a point now, the Demi-Miramon are maybe like $3 or $4. Hold on, I have stuff open because I want to talk about Lusamon and them anyway. There we go, Demi-Miramon. While this Demi-Miramon is about $4, the other Demi-Miramon from the Awakening is only at its lowest 3 cents. Which I believe it says on attack, once per turn during your turn, when you trash the top card of your deck, you may draw 1 card. So while this one focuses on deletion, the other one will focus on when you discard from your deck. And it's so cute. It's cute artwork. It's Demi-Miramon. Someone just wants to hug it. The other card, like I said, there's really not much options for Miramon. Miramon is just Miramon. And I'm sorry, Nyaromon. Why I say Nyaromon? I don't know, it's just a show. But there's no other purple variant of it. It's just, there's a yellow variant of it, but that one focuses on DP. This one is focusing on drawing and discarding. So, yeah, you have your variations of whichever one of these two you want to run the most of. I'm just running the one Demi Marrow and then the one Niara. Alright, now let me flip over this nice stack of cards and move them over here because we're going to be going through them completely. So, our Megas, one of each of them. Yeah, this is probably the largest amount of Megas that you'll ever see in any deck of Digimon that I've played. This is only solely purpose. The only reason why is this is because, remember, all of these have an important purpose to the deck itself. They are basically your boss monsters, or your selected set of boss monsters for this deck. Regulamon, if you can play any Digimon from your trash that is 6 KDP or less without paying its memory cost. Then if you have a security of 1 or less, you can play any level 6 Angel or Fallen Angel from your memory trash instead, without paying its memory cost. And then at the end of your turn, you can DNA Digivolve using this Digimon and another Digimon for the appropriate cost of a DNA Digivolution. Finding Mom Fall Down mode, when she's on play, when Digivolving, you can select one. If you have purple Digimon, you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon. That's 4 or less. And if you have a yellow Digimon, you can recovery +1. Then on her deletion, she can play one Digimon that's yellow or purple. Hold on 1 second. Okay, you can play one purple or yellow Digimon that is level 4 or lower. So you can get any of your any of your wall cards, any of your negators. You can get Salamon back. You can even get Gatomon back. Mainly you want to get Gatomon back because that's one of your big searchers in this deck, as opposed to the other ones that are going to be seen there. Ordinomon, the newer addition to this next to Regulamon. Ordinomon can be DNA Digivolved by using any level 6 Digimon that's yellow and purple. On its Digivolution, when DNA Digivolves, you delete one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon, and then delete all of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. Then, when any Digimon deleted by this effect, you'll security +1. Recovery +1. So you can, for any of those that were deleted by this effect, you can recover your security by 1. Is really good because that's a great way to pop off on a late game. Then you have her other effect, which is on her deletion. She can trash the top card of your security to put her back onto the board. So yeah, there's a pretty nasty thing you don't want to run into. You definitely don't want to run into Ordinomon. A bit of fun fact about Ordinomon, and actually revolves around Finding Mom Fall Down mode and Regulamon, is that in Digimon Adventure Tri, Ordinomon was a DNA Digivolution of Finding Mom Fall Down mode and Regulamon. When Kari lost her mind, and well, we already know what was going on with Makomon. So, yeah, get to Digimon who are champion level and have some very unfortunate falls from Grace with their Megas, and then they fuse together to make the ultimate fall from Grace. And speaking of something that's fallen from Grace, this Digimon that's next to Ordinomon has never fallen from Grace. There's a fusion of light and dark that is surpassing the fall of Grace. Mastemon, who can be DNA Digivolved by using 2 level 5 using a level 5 in purple and yellow Digimon. On Digivolving, you can place one yellow or purple Digimon in your trash and put it on top of your security stack. Then when DNA Digivolving, you may search your security stack for one level 5 or lower Digimon and play it without paying its memory cost, and then shuffle your security stack after. The other effect is that on all turns, if another Digimon is using an effect Yeah, when another Digimon is using an effect, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal the the played Digimon's level. So yeah, there's a lot of effects that can happen, and you can easily take advantage of Mastemon to help you delete stuff on the board. So yeah, there are big hitters in the deck. Then we move on from them, so we can talk about just the little guys in the deck for the most part. A lot of strong ones too. But one of your biggest searchers will come from Tamers. You can reveal the top 3 cards of your deck to add an angel or, a purple or yellow Digimon among them to your hand and then place the rest at the bottom of your deck. And then can allow you to play an archangel or a fallen angel from your hand for Digivolution and reducing the memory cost by 2. And because of things like Lady Devimon and Angelomon, you're definitely taking advantage of Tailmon. So there's no other alternate variations of the Tailmon, so you should have multiple of it, because we unfortunately still have to run other champions. I opted out for Megamon over Wizardmon because Wizardmon didn't have any abilities. Well, it was attached. It was just a 6K attacker, which isn't bad, but it's not too good. And I would have played the Black Gatomon, but I really don't care too much for the rush ability. Like, if that was something that was both part of its ability and its inherit, then it would be really good. But it's not. So, yeah, that's it. But Megamon, on security, when the security battle is ended, you can play this Digimon for free. Unlike Gatomon, who has a decent ability for its evolution into its other forms, yeah. Unfortunately, Megamon does not. But beggars can't be choosers with Digion at this point. And I'm playing 4 of these, of course, because good utility card, decent summon. Alright. Moving on from them, let's go on to our pure Digimon. Hold on, I need to play. Tsukaimon and Lady Devimon are practically one and the same. Lady Devimon, when Digivolving, you can trash 1 card from your hand to reveal top 3 cards of your deck and to add 1 yellow and purple card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel among their traits and add them to your hand and put the rest at the bottom of your deck. And then watch these use as material as the Digivolution line. All your yellow Digimon gain retaliation, which is great because you can clear out things. The Tsukaimon's on play effect is that he can reveal the top 3 cards of your deck to add 1 angel, archangel, or fallen angel card in its traits to your hand and place the rest at the bottom of your deck. So it clears out some things. Like I said, in addition to the Gatomon, both of these help with the search and setup for your deck, for your angels and your archangels. There's a lot of 4 of them. And these are probably the most easier options to get because, as we all know, the other Lady Devimon is the draw to discard 2. And yeah, I don't have any of those, and I'm not paying $6 for them. Especially not for a set. Maybe just grab 2 and just, 2-2, but I kinda like this one because it's a searcher. And I like the searcher more than I like the draw. And I have other cards that do the drawing for me. The one of each card, I like to call this the Fallout Trio, or the Willowy Trio for purple. We have Gizamon, Psychmon, and Electmon. Electmon on deletion, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. The Gizamon, all turns, your opponent cannot gain memory except through the effects of a Tamer. And the Psychmon says neither player can reduce play cost. So it's really, the Psychomon is really here to just help out when you want to stop your opponent from trying to reduce the memory cost of things. While the Digimon is here to stop your opponent from doing all the shenanigans with memory boost outside of a Tamer. And then Electmon's just here to poke at stuff. This is here to poke at stuff. And that's also why I'm only playing the 2 of each, because they're not bad, but they're not something that's actually good that you need like a full set of each. And like I said, this is a variation of purple that is needing its rookies. So if I have to use them, I will use them to Digivolve. Alright. moving those out of the way, the selection of yellow is kind of meh because as much as I love the Angelomon and Salamon, because both of these are really easy to get from the structure deck, Angelomon X and Salamon X and even Gatomon X have came out, and they're really good. The thing is, they're the X cards, so if you want their beneficial effects, you have to put them on top of an Angelomon or a Salamon or a Gatomon to reap the beneficial effects. While these two here, the Salamon is here for the DNA Digivolution, and the Angelomon, it says on play, she can make one of your opponent's Digimon gain -2 security, so it can slow down some of those things that you don't want to deal with there. I like them. They're not bad. They're pretty decent. If you're looking for some better opts for Angelomon, of course, there is Holy Angelomon, but like I said, money is a thing, and they're very expensive right now. So I would probably just opt for maybe some Angelomon that can recover your security. Like there's the Angelomon X. There's a previous Angelomon that says you have 3 or less security, recovery +1. I believe there's a level. I think there's another Angelomon that does security recovery as well, and I think it's a 4 or less instead of 3 or less. Yeah, alright. That is the yellows in the deck, and I'm still looking for some other options of yellows. I think, Candlemon is a good option, if there's any. For the option cards, we have the Chaos Degrade and the Hellflame Scythe. The Hellflame Scythe is what you combo with the Make Crackmon. Because I was reading up on Make Crackmon plus Hellflame Scythe. You make one of your opponent's Digimon hit the threshold of 6 KLS, and then you Hellflame Scythe it to get it out of your way. The Chaos Degrade is just to get rid of anything that is a threat, and hopefully you can target it. So basically, screw your opponent over. Get rid of one of their big monsters, get rid of their blockers, get rid of something that you just don't want to deal with. The other ability that this effect has, I believe, is that you can place, just to place one of your opponent's Digimon in the security stack, either on the top or the bottom. So that way you can get rid of it there too. And these aren't things that you want multiple of, the option cards, because like I said, most of your effects of removal are going to be through your Digimon's effects. But if you want a little health boost, definitely go for these. And then for our Tamers, we have the Kari and we have the Mako. Starts off with the Kari. She is if your memory is less 2 or less, set it to 3, and then when you recover security, you can tap her to gain 1 memory. It's a basic setup for a really amazing yellow card. And there aren't too many yellow cards that do that. I think maybe the TK does. Oh no, the TK looks at the security and then he can take a yellow card and put it in your hand. And then security +1. But Makeup is look at your deck to add 1 purple or yellow Digimon and add it to your hand, and then send the rest to the trash. Then when you play a 2-color purple yellow Digimon, you may suspend her to gain a memory. So memory boost plus a hand setup and a setup for the trash. So if you're there's a Digitama called Shalamon, which you can play with these guys, and because of how this deck plays around with getting rid of cards anyway, you can probably think about playing that in combination, get the retaliation ability it has and start poking that stuff. So like I said, if we're looking for anything else to add to this deck, or if you're looking for the budget options, there are cards like, of course, Icemon Scatter Mode. If you're looking to go ahead and break the bank, you can play Lucemon and look for your $50 Angelmon. And I think that is mostly about it that I can think of. Oh, the Lady Devimon. But actually, Lady Devimon, with that ability, is probably cheaper than trying to get the Angelmon and the Lucemon. So I'm just going to put that out there. And then I honestly, like I said, if it wasn't for just how expensive things are, you can easily play around with the other cards. I don't really know, I'm sick. Oh, Megamon Swords Defeat is a card that you can use as deck. You guys may know that as Omnimon Sword Defeat, and those things are like $70 a pop, and yeah, no. But those are the things I just wanted to put out into the options of cards and just the ability. But if you guys know any other budget cards that you like to add to the deck, or that you could suggest for players who want to play Mastemon or Digimon and stuff like that on a bit of a budget, you can leave it in the comment section below. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the Digimon content. If you guys like the content, of course, on the channel, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're informed when I do drop more content to the channel. You guys can hit me up on social media. The links are in the description box below, and check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/HarpiePlayerJoe for my live stream shenanigans. With that said and done, thanks everybody for watching. HPJ signing out. Take care.